Your next speaker and our final speaker today is pretty spectacular. Oh, you forgot your last slide.
Oh.
Get me off the stage.
That is awesome.
I love that.
How much did y'all raise doing this? Curious.
I think they raised about $150,000 for the Children's Cancer Center.
Wow. That's awesome.
Just sliding into a pool of Jello.
Sliding into a pool of Jello and getting in places it shouldn't be. So, speaking of passion, our next speaker, some of you may know, some of you may not. I'm very excited to have her here. We've been friends for a while. And she's joining us from North Carolina today. She is, yes. Anyone never heard of North Carolina? Not that North Carolina. But she's the chief innovator at Apartment Dynamics. And I said, tell me something cool about yourself. And she says, my hubby's my best friend. He's also my travel buddy and my work partner. And I was like, that's awesome. So please help me welcome to the stage from Apartment Dynamics, Mary Gwyn.
I'm so excited to be with you here because I want to talk about what I'm passionate about, which is maintenance. Maintenance as your brand. I am excited. No, really. And I don't have any shameless puppy pictures, I'm just saying. But I do have statistics because I want to prove to you by the time you leave here that you need to look at your maintenance program different from how you're looking at it now. I do want you to know that we have a thinker here. The multifamily executive did a poll of what keeps you up at night. And these are just a few of the things. But what I found interesting is about half of them relate to our maintenance, how that performs on site. Those are the things that keep people up at night, and some are out of our control, but some we could control with branding our maintenance program. Satisfax did a study in 2017, and they are updating it now, and it said that the renewal, as far as making a decision on renewals, maintenance, quality of maintenance was number 3 in that renewal decision. Number 3, we impact. And Jay Turner did a study that said the 24-hour maintenance guarantee was tied for second as the most important amenity. Now, think about that. I see some head nods. Amenities, we're talking competing with the endless pool and the fire pit, but it's the 24-hour maintenance guarantee. It's really critical. And we're losing people who move because they're dissatisfied with something in their homes, some of which we can control if we look different at our maintenance programs. This is a fake news slide. It's faux statistics. I made them up, but you all who are in this industry, you know more people give you service requests than attend your pool party or your wine tasting. Isn't it so? Yes. Yes. And as we grow as an industry, one of the things I learned recently was a prospect is already 56% of the way through the buying process before they make the first contact with anyone. So you think they're over halfway, and then we have them apply online, we have them do their lease online, we have them do their work orders and pay online. Maintenance, more and more, is the face, where it used to be the leasing or the manager or the office folks. Maintenance, like it or not, maintenance is your brand. And you have a choice of it happening to you or you actually embracing it and making more money by branding. If you do a really good branding program with your maintenance and tighten it up, what will happen is you'll keep people longer. We already said it's number 3 in terms of renewals. You'll also save on operating costs. You'll also, if you really brand and position yourself where you're focusing on your maintenance teams, giving them additional training, additional ways to do a great job, you'll make more moolah. Well, branding. What is a brand? A brand for a cow is something that clearly identifies who they are, and it hurts. And the more complicated, I looked this up on Google so I know it's true. The more complicated that brand is, the more it hurts, and the less identifiable. And the same with our maintenance programs. If you can come up with a simple brand mantra and brand, you'll be able to have folks identify and really relate. You'll have your maintenance teams where they will know clearly what their objectives are, how to accomplish them, and your maintenance brand will be more and more visible. It's really important. What is your simple brand mantra? Your simple maintenance brand mantra? You should have one. I can tell you what ours is. You're going to think, really? I paid extra for this? It is, if it's broken, we fix it. If we can't fix it, we replace it. If it's broken, we fix it. If we can't fix it, we replace it. It's so simple, but can you imagine how empowering that is to somebody who's on call and doesn't know what to do? They know what to do. And our kind of corollary with that is leave it better than you found it. So think about, this really is one of my superstars. Juan, he's a superstar, and he feels like it because we brand, we've got Juan. Is that not cool? And the residents love him because he's the one out putting ice melt out after he's worked all day when we have one of those storms where it's icy and cold one day and 50 degrees the next. Y'all have those too. He is what that brand looks like on site. He's the one who will come and perform. But in a way, it's because of our simple brand mantra. If it's broken, we fix it. If we can't fix it, we replace it and leave it better than you found it. Speaking of what the brand looks like on site, have you ever felt like you had somebody come to your peephole and it looked like Charles Manson? We're not going to talk a lot about what people should look like, but I did hire somebody one time who was all clean cut, and then deer season came, and he literally looked like some mountain man had possessed my person. And so I thought, what is that impression when he goes to the peephole? What will those residents see? Will they feel comfortable? Would you want your mom to open the door to that person? We need to worry about what we appear like, our professional appearance. That's part of that. Maintenance is your brand. We need to make sure that as we're branding maintenance, we coach on what to say and how to say it and what not to say. We need to make sure we have those conversations in our offices. And we need to Amazon our people. How many of you like getting packages? Not dealing with packages, but how many of you like getting a package? Oh, come on. I get so excited when FedEx comes to my office. I think, is it for me? Is it for me? They've trained us. They've trained us a little like Pavlov trained his dogs. You know, we place the order, then we get an email saying, your order's been received. And then we get an update saying, your order's on its way. It's like watching Santa Claus on the way. And then we get something that's saying, it's arrived. And then we get something asking what we thought. Satisfax published a study that a few weeks ago that said only 24% of maintenance requests get a notification afterwards. Only 24%. You could brand just on communication and Amazoning your residents. I want to talk about one other really important thing. How many of you do you advertise that you offer 24-hour emergency maintenance service? Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I apologize. Raise your hand. Oh, come on. Everybody's ad says 24-hour emergency maintenance service. Mine all do, and I bet yours do as well. But do we treat on-call like it's part of our ad? Do we treat on-call the way we need to and should? Don't raise your hands for this, but I'll raise mine. I have actually said to a maintenance person who came out at 3 a.m., and had overtime or had extra hours, I've said, well, you're gonna have to leave Thursday at 2 because we don't wanna have any overtime on payroll when we submit it Friday. Have you said that? Don't raise your hands. Does that treat that role and that item with the respect that it is in importance to your brand? What should we be doing for the person who misses a family event for on-call, or he misses having a brew with his buds on Thirsty Thursday, or some other thing because he's on call? So on-call in the brand is really, really important. I want to throw out, I'm going to skip a couple of my points because I don't want to go over and get in trouble with Russ. It has happened. I want to talk about broken brand. When you do an on-call, you got to follow the whole circle all the way around. Last November, a resident of ours had a water leak in her laundry room. The guys went out, they fixed it, they did a great job. She was so happy. May, we sent her a rent increase letter with a huge, big rent increase, and she was mad because we never went back and fixed the wall where the leak had happened. We never fixed the wall. So she's been stewing every time she did laundry. We can't have that broken brand. We've got to have our on-call know the importance of putting in a service request the next morning. We've got to help them do that so that we don't break that brand. So I go back to, what is your simple maintenance brand mantra? Ours is really simple. You are allowed to steal it. You can send commissions, whatever you want to do. Because leasing makes promises all day long, but maintenance has to keep them. Thank you very much.
I think this was pretty awesome right here. So when I was in sales a long time ago, we used to say that salespeople sell the dream and the operations people service the nightmare. So we used to say, it's kind of the same idea right there. Hey, I want to get all of our speakers to come and line up right here. Come on up here.